Hello, hello, hello.
1 2 1 2. You can make change if you want to.
It is TechP.
Just gotta get a bit
This is
uncomfortable.
the episode of TechP. What's the what?
Today's a great day to be great.
Today is indeed a great day to be great. I was sitting here at my home and taking some time to just kind of think about some things, and I decided, and I've been pondering about how to go forward with the arts for quite some time. I've been creating, and I've heard all the conversation about the various responses to the art, and I've always known that there would come a time when there was an opportunity to use this art, which is a demonstration, a decision to make a public demonstration of choosing to be reborn in pain rather than die in pain, and be able to have these various pieces that I've created through my art that display this decision, this testimony, if you will, of how God is a healer. And so, for many of you, and I could go on and explain it, and that's kind of what I'm here to share, is that we will begin to talk about what's behind the art, and we'll also be able to share that it's not something that we just do just to be seen, but it is who we are. And so, that's going to be a huge part of the Tech P series. For so long I've thought about, will Tech P ever speak? Because Tech P really just creates, and then from there he leaves that art to be interpreted and accepts whatever interpretation one comes to, because most times people don't realize, and we all have to learn, that our perceptions are a reflection of our subconsciousness. And so I welcome anyone to tell me what they think about the art. I love for you to tell me more about you, is how I look at it. And so we'll talk about these various pieces and what I was saying, because I also do some written word, but I also want to show this interesting piece about something that we did that was really cool. So hold on, let me check it out. And this is my Instagram profile, where for me, Instagram is a tool that I use to create, and also a very, very cost efficient data repository and storage. And so for that reason, this is why some of that was the logic and why, when I heard people say, Jeff, what are you doing? Or you should not do that. It's a tool for me. And the algorithm isn't meant for people to actually see me. And so anybody who actually sees me in Instagram is somebody who actually probably chose to see me, because they are not going to make me be seen. And so for that reason, I decided to say, okay, it's fine for some to have a little bit of a misunderstanding, because those will be the people that are closest to me. And I'll be able to have a conversation with them at some point to explain how this all became and why it makes sense and what's the overall strategy. And the overall strategy is to be able to use these pieces to make space for people to heal, and use them as a tool to be able to differentiate ourselves when we go to sell our social well-being, our social coaching services through Ontegration. And so who else, from a coaching standpoint, business professional or kind of mental health coach, would have in front of anyone who cared to see, laid out all of these different assets for us to learn and reshape our subconsciousness, so that we could heal from whatever our traumas are. And so let's take a look at something we actually did, though, like not the art, but the results of our work.
Today's a great day to be great and to make tomorrow better than yesterday. Bobby Boucher, did you drink your water, boy? Did you think of all the boys and all the girls in the world who needed help that looked to us to lead a better way?
Hi, my name is Angela Deitla and I am a student of Fix University, currently studying biology and data science.
Good day, my name is Wisdom Dayak and I'm a freshman biology major at Fisk University.
Why does art matter in our community? Art not only serves as a great component of culture from a physical standpoint, but it also serves as a great representation of culture, society, and various other associated aspects from an interpretive standpoint, as it gives quite a strong insight into the various aspects of society during a given time period.
Art matters in our community because it is an expression of life and history in various forms. Over the century, we as human beings have appreciated things of beauty and meaning. All such forms of creative expression are a reminder of just how special life is. Art has also played the important role of communication in our community. Although we have evolved to use speech as a direct and primary means of communication, art will always be a form of expression that translates concepts, stories, and emotions in a unique and compelling way. Thank you.
For me, artwork has always been a method of self-expression. It's a way for people to tell stories, to express their emotions and their feelings all at once. As a volunteer at the Fix Gallery, I was able to learn more about the people behind their art and also the stories behind the artwork itself. Learning about these stories and also about the life of the artists themselves gave me a better appreciation of art and what it could be used for and the stories that it could tell.
And lastly, I want to give an immaculate shout out to the 1-2 Creation organization for providing the opportunity for many Fisk University students like myself to go on the Van Gogh Intensive Tour.
I'd like to give a shout out to 1-2 Creation for giving me the chance to attend this exhibition, as well as giving other Fix students the chance to attend this exhibition. Thank you so much and have a great day.
The pledge for graduates. Being mindful that we are now confronted by life in the larger world and being conscious of our obligations to be both faithful followers and dependable leaders. We, the alumni of the illustrious Fisk University, hereby covenant with one another to be worthy sons and daughters of our alma mater, to realize in ourselves high standards, integrity, and competence, to fulfill in ourselves her traditions of unselfish service to mankind, to upbuilding and to support. In the days and years, be ahead to meet with dignity and fortitude, whatever comes to us personally. This is the pledge of all Fisk alum and the pledge that I took on May 6, 2002. OMG, OMG, OMG. All right, so that was a wonderful, wonderful collaboration we did with Associate Arts. Let's see, let me make sure I get it right. Gallery Director and Curator, Associate Provost of Arts and Culture, Jamal Sheets, which and the gallery directors, we had an opportunity to go out and do the Van Gogh exhibit there in Nashville. And so I wanted you guys to see that piece. I wanted to share that piece because I am an artist. TechP is an artist. And not only do I create art, but I also, in my other Jeffrey McKinney mode, I also build programs to expose others to art. And so that's one of the reasons why it made sense for me to be able to do this, because this day would come where we would start to be able to use this as a tool to help others. And so with that being said, I would like to probably show my latest piece. Why not? And then we can go after that. We'll talk a little bit about the meaning and what the symbolism is and the various layers. And why, over time, you guys tell me whether or not there's certain pieces you want to discuss, and we make it interactive. But this is just the first one. We'll see where this goes. But let's go ahead and add this back. Here we are.
Hey, if you ain't got nobody else, you got Jesus. You know?
It's a vibe, how I feel inside. It's a high, got me in a skyline. I don't need nobody but you. I don't need nobody but you. I don't need nobody but you. Whipping on the freeway, lit like it's my B-day. G.O.D. my DJ, he just be on replay. I don't need nobody but you. I don't need nobody but you. I don't need nobody but you. I've been up and I've been down to say you pick me up, then wipe me down to stay. Not gonna lie though, I was not okay. Hit the ground, you held me down. Anyway, I can't help myself. What you done for me? I want no one else. You're just stuck with me. If I were to leave, where would I go? Jesus, take the lead, get the blindfold, let go. It's a vibe, how I feel inside. It's a high, got me in the skyline. I don't need nobody but you. I don't need nobody but you. I don't need nobody but you. Whipping on the freeway, lit like it's my B-day. G.O.D. my DJ, he just be on replay. I don't need nobody but you.
Yeah. All right. So I have to say that I applaud the silence of the community and the algorithm over the last 3 years as I've created, and nobody, really typed or exposed themselves asking any questions of what it was. I did get phone calls. I appreciate the conversations, all of those things. But I always found it really interesting that there was very little commentary around what was going on. And that's why I'm excited to start to talk about it, and also envisioning physical spaces and exhibitions of talking through what this art represents as a tool for our community and for humanity, in my eyes, and my strategy as the founder and the CEO of Ontegration. So today I wrote, besides him, I don't need nobody to fulfill this mission that is fueled by grace, hashtag forgiveness. Been known the dark heart had one play. That is to paint TechP as crazed. Hey, the blindfold is represented by a colorful rainbow, also symbolic to the promises that include the mythical pot of gold. If they want to call me any names, my response is, okay. Tech Panther moves in the plain light. The decision was show all how not to die, but be reborn in pain, to show you all the power in his name. Public display of the act and process of victory that we were sent to claim. Stay high, push away from those that dwell in the low. Submit to him and prepare for suffering, because the prince of this plane has a job to do. So catch this vibe, join the community, and flow as we push through. Peace and blessings to each and every one of you. So, in this piece, symbolically, it talks about a rainbow that a blindfold. And what I'm showing is with the rainbow is that no amount of paint, no amount of blindfolds could cause me to not see. I see the victory. And the reason why I see it is because I believe it. I never had to actually see it. I had to believe it. And I knew once I believed it, it will come. And it's here. It's here. And so now, as we claim this victory and we walk into it, because at this point, Ontegration is ready. It's open. There's people in there. We're creating. We're providing social services. We got testimonials. You know, the People's Plug, our nonprofit, just went up on the website, you know, a few days ago. It's ready. And so me as an artist, that's the reason why it's time to now shift and go into a path where we're having this conversation. We're having this conversation. So if I would have just, you know, in this moment, take you over and show you this is the People's Plug. Integration. We want to go over and want to check out the community. Inside of the community, this is the Older Doctor channel. We'll talk more about the Older Doctor one day, or maybe you've seen me talk about it another time. But specifically, what I wanted to show you was this is my virtual gallery, and so here you can find the same piece.
Hey,
we don't have to watch it again, but this will be a space for others who want to create, who want to be in a community that feels like that there's no need to put limitations on who we are. And, you know, I would like to be able to show myself in the light and my artistry in the light. Then, you know, that community will start to engage with that type of content. And if they don't, then it'll just be me doing my thing. You know, that's just, I've kind of accepted that at this point. And as an artist, I believe that you have to. Because when you create, you're creating through your own creative imagination, and no one else shares that with you. And so when I create this art, it's like a practice or a meditation for me. And then this is what flows out. What I write flows out. Like I go back and I read some stuff sometimes and I don't even know what I'm talking about. I have to go back and do through the whole process of listening to the music and putting myself back in the moment. And because all of that went into those layers, went into what I was saying in that particular piece. And so I think that we're going to be having a great opportunity to leverage these pieces and the written poetry, because, you know, I'm kind of saying it right, just right clear. Besides him, I don't need nobody. I'm talking about God for me to fulfill this mission that was fueled by grace and forgiveness. You know, can't really deny that. That's pretty much how the story goes. Being known the dark had one play. Yeah. That is to paint Tech P as crazed. Hey. That's cool. Somebody, I've heard people say that has that guy, Jeffrey McKinney, lost it. I don't know. Whatever you see. The blindfold is represented by the colorful rainbow, also symbolic for the promises that include the mythical pot of gold. So when you're able to walk and commit to faith, aligned with your purpose, you get access to these promises, and you got to believe them all the way to the end, because those promises never yield void. And so here we are. Okay. If they want to call me any names, my response is okay. Take Panther moves in plain light. That's what this is. I'm willing to show everybody who I am. I've always been that way. But I also had this moment that when I broke and my eye was twitching and I was glitching and all the rest of this, I was like, man, am I going to be living with this forever? And I said, no, you have to give some meaning to that in order to heal from that. And that is what I did. And so what did we get from there? We got art and a bunch of different things that we can do with that. We got technology called Integration. We got social services. We got our diverse perspectives. We got virtual likeness services. We got We got a myriad of things that are going to be valuable as we march towards delivering the world that we want to participate in it, and offering those solutions to people who want to contribute and participate alongside of us. It's that's what it's all about. People get to show who they are. All right. The decision was to show all how not to die, but to be reborn in pain. That pain has meaning. Let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. None of you, not a single one of you, were actually created to lose. But some of us, because we move in fear and we're aligned we're misaligned from the source of the creator. We make a choice to align with some people that don't treat people right. And so we're gonna solve that issue. But be reborn in pain, to show you all the power in his name. Public display of the act and process of victory that we were sent to claim. This is about us. It's not about me. This is about we. If it was about me, if it was just about me, then why would I build a community? From the very beginning, if you read any of my content, if you paid attention, if you know my background and my track record, it's always been about, man, how can we win? How can we win? All right. Stay high. This is to the people. Stay high, push away from those that dwell in the low. So all of that gossip, all of that. Listen, all of them low feelings and things that don't feel good, rise above it. We ain't even got to know why or how. Just say, hey, I'm above it. I'm going to leave that down there. And either that's going to rise with you or it's not. But we can't stay low. Submit to him and prepare for suffering. Suffering's part of it. It's part of life. I didn't suffer. I didn't suffer so much that TechP was born. Because the prince of this plane has a job to do. He's going to do that job to keep you from getting to your purpose. All right. So what else I say on here? Stay high, push away, dwell in the low. Okay, so catch this vibe and flow as we push through. So, because the prince of this plane has a job to do, so catch this vibe and flow as we push through. Flow with the community. So, with that said, this was just like my trial run of wanting to, I think I titled it TechP-squiát. TechP-squiát speaks. Why did I say TechP-squiát? Because my work is influenced by Jean-Michel Basquiat. Like, if you look at these pieces, what do you see? And I think about if a one-integration would have been around, if you know the story about Basquiat, it said that he suffered from mental illness. And so if a one-integration would have been around to help with technology, be able to provide a safe space and give the resources needed to anyone at this time, but specifically Basquiat, would it have helped? I think it would not have hurt. Now I think all have a chance, just like today, and have the opportunity to choose. And so that's all we could ever do is put our best foot forward and providing service and resources in a place, a set of tools for people to thrive. And so that's what this is. And this art is the path that I use to be able to find the meaning in creating technology, art, conversations, thought, all of these different things. We are to create. We were built to create. And so looking forward to more people joining Ontegration. I think I actually have do it. Let's see if there we go. go ahead and join www.oneintegration.com. There you will find a bit more about the business. Once you join the community, you'll see the way that we're structuring this digital real estate to be about connecting others and supporting small businesses and entrepreneurs, providing people resources so that they may thrive. We have some amazing relationships and partnerships that are brewing. We're going to be able to take our community members through social jobs and offer franchising opportunities and franchising education. We have a few different finance resources that'll be contributing and curating content so that we can deliver and grow our financial acumen as well. And so all of these are benefits of the certain tiers that you subscribe to of the OneIntegration community. And so I encourage you to go to www.oneintegration.com. Check it out. There's a button in the top right-hand corner. If you're already sold, you can just say, click here, sign up, join now. There's 3 different levels. If you're interested in being a business partner, I say reach out to me directly. I would if there's synergy in our principles and our mission and vision, like there are with several others, like Ray Shuford and To the Next Shift, or Mercury Hall and Mercury Universe, or Frank and the Older Doctors. If there's synergy, then the digital real estate's on me. That's what I'm bringing to the table, and also the strategy of how we can partner together and go out and win. So if there's those of you out there that see any value in that, in adding to your team, because our diverse perspectives is the team, and that's my team that built OneIntegration. And so the whole purpose is to be able to say to humanity, everybody needs a team, and come join or access one, come be a part of it. The team that builds OneIntegration, which OneIntegration is here to connect people with their purpose. And so there it is. I'm Jeff. This is Tech P. What's the What? Hopefully this speaks a little bit more of the art. We're also going to be adding the Texennial Hall show, where Mercury Hall, who is the brilliant mind behind our virtual likeness service, and I will be getting together, and we'll be talking about the pieces that we've created, and we'll be talking about the art, because he oftentimes comes to me and says, man, I don't know what you be talking about, bro. He's like, man, it's too far out. So I've heard it. But now it's time to help make it make sense, because this is an opportunity, and I'm excited about it. And so with that said, I'm out. Tech P, what's the what? Peace.